a huge performance from the horse, I thought. You know, he'd been there and done it, I suppose, but he had to go and back it up again. Complete different style to the year before, but so brave yesterday. Like, ground was testing, got going good and early, and done it from the front. He was in the van the whole way and jumped brilliant. But yeah, we had to go for reserves that only the very, very good ones have.
And he was big and bold at the last, wasn't he?
He was brave. Like, you know, I thought the fuel tank was flashing now, going to tell you the truth. And you know, if we were to ease off the pedal and pop it, it'd be hard to get going again, I thought. But no, brave, and like a couple of slaps. The loose horse kind of done me no favours and done me a favour in by not running me out of anything silly. So look, it all came together in the end.
Galopin Des Champs has struck for home again at Cheltenham, and a massive jump over the last.
And obviously that's far from ideal as well, fast or slow. He was giving you plenty of pressure.
Oh, he was, yeah. He definitely was. I wasn't aware of it at the time, obviously, but looking back at it, the few times I watched it last night, yeah, he was stalking us and he was going well at the time. Unfortunate for everyone involved, but there'll be worse things happen.
And in situations like that, what flashes through your mind when you have that loose horse alongside you?
Everything. You can't predict what they're going to do, obviously, and you're only reacting to what they're doing and instinct. Like I can't remember what was going through my head, only trying to second guess what he was going to do and keep it as simple as we could.
Paul, to equal Pat Taft's tally now, the winning most Gold Cup winning jockey, it's very special.
It's surreal, to be honest. To have 4 Cheltenham Festival winners, if someone told me that when I started out, I'd have taken their hand. Never mind 4 Gold Cups.
And obviously to do it in 2 separate horses, trained by obviously the boss man Willie, Album Photo firstly, and now this guy.
Yeah, look, I don't know what can we say about Willie that hasn't been said. Incredible. I'm just very fortunate to be the man on their backs. There's plenty of lads in there capable of doing it if they got the opportunity, but I'm the lucky one.
And he's danced plenty of dances this season, Galopin.
He has indeed. Like, yeah, Willie wasn't afraid to run him, and the racing programme was set out that way, and in fairness to him, he turned up every day. I suppose the John Durkin was very disappointing, but he was right there at the end that day and didn't jump at all. So that shows the ability he has to get things so wrong and still be that close to fast or slow and appreciate it. So thankfully we didn't look back since then.
And coming home out of the John Durkin, what was going through your mind? You're thinking this isn't the horse that he was, because he didn't really show any sparkle that day,
didn't, and I, went to Punchestown after Cheltenham last year and he was tired horse there, and he rode that way, and he kind of felt that way again in the John Durkin. I suppose back in trip and all that, but everything was a bit lethargic that day. But we changed it around and sweetened him up, and it's worked the oracle. Yeah.
State man, champion hurdle.
Delighted for him. Never is flashy, never goes away and bouts up, but I never felt it in doubt, to be honest. I was tucked away in the pocket there, and I was happy when I pulled him. I think if I'd actually held on to him to the back of the last, he'd probably looked more impressive, but I couldn't hold on to him any longer.
Now Townend shakes up State Man. He goes a length clear. Irish Point fighting on bravely. State Man with Constitution Hill absent. State Man has his day in the sun and wins the Unibet Champion Hurdle.
Probably hasn't got the credit that this horse deserves.
No, he's a great horse, and he just turns up and delivers. I love riding him because he's so uncomplicated. You can do whatever with him, and yeah, he's not flashy, so he's not probably going to get the recognition he deserves. Maybe a little bit like Galopin Photo winning 2 Gold Cups. You could say we didn't see him often, but you see State Man a lot, and he turns up and wins.
Future's bright. Novices, Ballyburn.
Amazing performance, I thought. I thought he'd win. Either race that he went for over there. But he outdid what I thought he could do. He was a little keener than he has been, but probably coming from 2 miles where I just let him rock in Leopardstown, he was kind of going, what are you trying to do now, hold me up again? So, but he's never going to charge off. He just was a little bit fresher in the hands.
And you look confident all the way. I'd say you never had an anxious moment.
No, it looked the whole week really. Barrel Fabiolo just went so seamless, which doesn't happen over there. It's a funny place, and it's a humbling place at times. But a lot of the big ones, as I say, went very smoothly.
We saw the real Gaelic Warrior. I must admit, when I saw him in the parade beforehand, I thought this horse has run his race. He totally lost the plot. But as soon as you got him out to the track, I remember watching going down the chute. Now, this is a totally different horse.
Yeah, once we got a long way down the chute, he was okay. Look, he's always going to do that, and if he didn't do that, I suppose we'd be worried about him. But once I got cantering away and things, and got away from the hype, no, he was a much more relaxed horse, and very manageable. We could have made the run if Matata didn't go on, but I was happy to take a lead, and he jumped relatively straight.
He did indeed. He must give you some feel, this horse.
When he's right like that, he does. Yeah, but he's so versatile. Like, he's won over 3 miles, won a Grade 1 over hurdles over 3 miles, and Grade 1 over fences at 2, and a couple in the middle. So yeah, he's the engine's in there, and just to curb his enthusiasm, I suppose, is the thing.
And what were you going there thinking with him? Obviously, you know, he just keep the lid on him and all, but after that very below-par effort in Leopardstown, the 2-runner race, the fact the file beat you, I felt you were beat halfway down the back that day in Leopardstown.
I was. I made a mistake kind of halfway through Gore's way down the back, and I kind of made it because I wasn't going anywhere. So yeah, put a line through it, but I handed him back. I was fortunate to hand him back, and Willie got him right again, and fair dues to him, you know.
And Lossiemouth, she was brilliant.
Brilliant. The same, settled really well. I thought she'd stay. She had to prove it. But no, she's matured. I thought she was kind of nearly the finished article last year, but she's taken another step forward.
But in the closing stages, a second festival victory. Lossiemouth and Paul Townend have won the Close brothers.
We can't forget all Absurde. I'd say you got some kick out of that. You were what? You were last on top of the hill, weren't you, in the county?
I think I was last bar one turning in, yeah. A little peck at the back of the second last, and I took a punt on him. It was fun to ride, to be honest, because it was an outsider for what we're used to going over there with the rain after coming and everything. There was no pressure on, and the privilege of being in the position and riding for Willie, that you can go out and try something like that. And if it didn't come off, there'd have been nothing said to me. So yeah, I got a huge kick out of that, yeah.
Absurde making good progress. The white jacket getting ever closer. The Ebor winner as they race towards the last. Lossiemouth just the first to rise, landed on all fours. Affordil on the near side, then Absurde out in the centre. Lossiemouth from Absurde. Absurde is getting there on the outside of Lossiemouth, head and head, and now Absurde, he asserts the Ebor winner wins the county hurdle.
Paul, the build-up, the run-up, the last couple of weeks to Cheltenham, it must be very hard going for you.
It's mentally tiring, yeah. It's stressful. We're playing the same as everyone else, trying to work out where Willie's going to go them, and I'm mixing them all around in my head, and you know, it's 24/7 because you're sitting down watching TV and you're thinking about something with it when you're not even thinking you're thinking about it. So yeah, it's mentally tiring. And when you get over there, it's probably easier because you've all the decisions kind of made. You just have to go and perform then. So it's a long week. We're glad to be back on home side.
Yeah, well, Paul, well done. Fantastic week. 6 winners, equaling Pat Taft's record. Being crowned champion jockey over there for the 4th time. Many congratulations. Well done.
Thanks a million. Thanks, Kev.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.